What's going on, guys? So today is Sunday. I am still out here in Minneapolis. Today I decided I'd go ahead and work on my transmission a little bit. I'm hoping I can button it all up and get it completely squared away where I can just toss it in the truck whenever I get home. So let's turn to our attentions to it real quick. So many of you know this is the one. This is all torn down. You know, it's got everything out there. There's one thing I didn't do whenever I was putting together all these right here and everything like that. And the thing I didn't do was soak the clutch packs in transmission fluid. That's one thing you want to do prior to doing it. Now I was thinking what I was going to be able to do is just take all this whole little setup and just stick it in this bucket, but the amount of transmission fluid I would need to get up to the top of this right here is just ridiculous. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and pull all this apart and see if I can't do it that way. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do and we'll see if it's gonna work any. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work, but one thing I do know is that I have to soak these clutches. So whether or not I have to completely disassemble it and take all the clutches out and do it that way, we'll figure it out. But we're gonna see if this works. So first off, I'm thinking that I can just take this off. And I'm wondering if I just flip it over and shove it in there. But see, then the problem is that I still have all of these clutches right here, which is all these up in here, that I would also have to get to, which honestly, they only come up to I think I'll go ahead and pull them out and I ain't gotta worry about it. Let's see how much transmission fluid actually goes up inside here once I pour it in, and then we'll determine whether or not what we're gonna do. 2 quarts of this right here. So this is multi-purpose, and for those of you that cannot seem to find Dextron 3, which you can't really, as you can see, it's Dextron 3 and Mercon. So it is what it is. So we'll go ahead and pour. Because I mean, I can set this'll go in. This right here will fit in there just fine, and I can do it that way. But even then, you're not really getting. You're not actually getting in between the plates either, though. So what I think I might do is just go ahead and remove all the plates and shove them up in here. Let them soak. Let me see though. I gotta see. Okay, well, that worked. All right, so as you can see, I've got all of that soaking now, which actually isn't gonna be a bad thing, because then it has all of that transmission fluid actually on the metal, so there shouldn't be too much metal to metal contact going on. Now this one, I don't know if this is gonna fit in there the same, but I'm gonna let this one soak for a little bit, and then I'll pull it out and I'll stick this one in there. And once these soak, they're soaked. It's not like, it's gonna be fine after that, and then I can begin to assemble everything. But these things go in after a few other things anyways. So what I can go ahead and do is I can go ahead and start working on the transmission, because I have my new sun shield here, the one that's not all broken and destroyed and everything like that. So I can go ahead and start here. That's the first piece that goes in, and yeah. Let's see. Here's the same one. They sent me another one, so yeah. Okay, but yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let me set y'all up so y'all can see what's going on, and yeah, let's get this knocked out. Let's get this taken care of. Ooh, it's a bright day today, guys. Can y'all see that, or is it too bright? Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can help y'all out here. Seeing this shit a little better. Bring y'all into the shade. There we go. All right, we'll go with this right here. That way we're not sitting there baking also. Bring y'all down just a touch. All right, so first thing I want to do is this is actually the piece that goes in right here. So this is basically what you call the sun shield. And so let's get this up in there. There we go. Oh yeah, she fits great. So we'll sit that there, and she is good to go. Nice. Okay. So the next thing to go in, we actually have it over here in this box here. I got all this stuff built up here. I see a problem. This is supposed to still be attached to that right there. Like that. We're not messing. You see, this was all apart, so this got to be like that so that we can. But this is what we're looking for right here. Yeah, this is what we're going for. So we're gonna go ahead and install this bad boy and see what we got. So one thing I noticed, I have a little bit of green on here. Okay, that was nothing. Just want to, you know, not really. I'm just trying to make sure there's no extra like shit on here. Make sure it's 100% clean. Now the question is no, there's no question. It goes on like this. Or does it? Nope, it goes on like this. There we go. See, got that in place now. Good to go. Doesn't look like I can get to it though. To be honest with you, something ain't right here. Because there should be like a little lip. Oh, I see what the problem was. Oh, okay. So my tail shaft wasn't pushed all the way forward. All right, so now that the tail shaft is pushed all the way forward, we're gonna hold it this time too to make sure it doesn't continue. There we go. Still don't see no lip available though to put that on. There it goes. All right, there we go. Now we got that spot available. So just takes a little bit of finessing, that's all. There we go. Whew. As y'all can see, let me just get up in there. You can see that it is now in place. No, you can't, but it's there. Trust me. It be's there. But now this is locked in place. All that is now officially in place. It is not going anywhere. I wish that wasn't so floppy, but oh well. Let's see here. What else do I got here? I got valve body stuff that's not going on yet. Let's see here. So it looks like the next thing to actually go on here now is going to be those clutch packs. They're going to go in right here. Man, it's going to be fun. It's gonna be interesting, guys. trying to remember how this thing went in there. One other thing I also need to soak that I didn't grab. Let me go grab it real quick. So I also need to be soaking this right here because this also got clutch material. So, and it's down there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna find a place for this to go down up in here. There we go. And she's in there. She's sitting there in there good. So I'm gonna give this a few more minutes of soaking before I go ahead and pull it out. And then once I pull it out, then I'll go ahead and put in the other one and let this kind of drip a little bit. So I may find something I can let this drip into so that I'm not getting it all over the floor and various other locations. What did I do to my knee? Ow. So that's what the plan is. So hold on one second. So guys, so got my gloves on. I'm gonna go ahead and remove some stuff here. Hang on. I think I need two hands here. All right, so set this right there. And we'll set this right there. And we'll grab the other one and we're gonna shove it in there. But I don't want to touch my GoPro, so I'm gonna pull these gloves off. There we go, now I can. All right. Let's grab this other one. Now, this is the one I'm curious if this is gonna work. It's gonna work somewhat. So it works somewhat, but yeah, only somewhat though. So yeah, we'll just got to see what happens. It'll be what it is. So maybe I'll find another way to like flip this or something like that and get it up, pour some up in there while it's up inside here or something like that. I don't know, I'll see what I can do. I'll see. It'll get done. It'll be all good, don't worry guys. Drop a comment if you don't like it, that's cool. But yeah, let's see here. Now that we got that soaking, that's actually the very first piece that goes in. But I mean, they're all gonna go in together. So, and then we get to put in this piece, which I don't know if that has to go in beforehand and then we figure out how to, which I think it might actually have to go in beforehand, and then this and that goes in together. So, but yeah, we're gonna see what happens here. So as you can see, let me show you this real quick here. See, I got this in here. So you want to put the flat spots. You see this little, how it has this right here, this little spot right here. You're gonna have that lined up right there. It's gonna go and be right there, just like that. It's gonna be right up against that. Then you'll put the other piece in here. You'll put the piece in here, and then you will set this onto that little pin. But right now we're just gonna leave it a little loose right there until we get the other pieces in. Hold on, guys. Let me try to make this as easy as possible. It ain't gonna be easy, but I'd like to make it as easy as possible. Because this whole unit goes in here. Just like this. But you know what though? I'm pretty sure this is not gonna be able to be in there when I'm doing that. Oh my God. Fucking yes! Yeah, look at it. It's done, it's in. Woo! That was annoying. That was so annoying. If you've never done this before, don't. I'm so sorry, guys. Y'all have not been seeing what's been going on here. All right, so been getting this in here, and so basically what I had to do is once I got this in here, then I had to basically kind of work it in from like the biggest end kind of going in right here, and then I just kind of wiggled it and wiggled it and wiggled it, the whole little assembly here, until it actually made it past there. Once it made it past there, it just kind of fell right in, and then now all I have to do, let's see if y'all can see that. So let's see, right there, there's a pin up in there, and right there, y'all see that pin right there? Yeah, y'all can barely see it. So what we have to do now is take this and kind of make it go to that somehow. Okay, so it's really close actually. It's right there. I just got to get it to come back up just a touch. There we go. Look at that, right up in there. Perfect. See, this is that little screwdriver. This screwdriver has come in handy so much. You can see it's starting to bend a little bit there, but getting those lock rings out, doing the little things here and there, working out fantastic. So, all right, so we got this in, and this is everything right there. So then now we have to do is finish it up. All right, guys, so the tape was not working for me. When I went to try to put this on, they were not sized properly. I guess the tape had stretched or whatever, and it allowed them to continue to expand out. The zip ties are not going to allow that to take place. They are, as you can see, nice and everything's nice and tight. There's no pinches, nothing like that. So I'm gonna leave these zip ties on for a little while, maybe for the rest of the day, just to kind of make sure that they are going to stay where they need to, and then I will put it up in here. I'm not in any hurry. Actually, well, I say that, but I really would like for it to go back up in there. Okay, but so here for a few minutes, I guess I'm gonna leave these on here, give them a chance to, you know, do their thing. At least an hour, I think an hour on here would be good. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put it all back together and hope it all goes back together right. Okay guys, so my bad, I did not show y'all me putting this back on. I thought that I hit the record button. I must not have pressed it hard enough because it did not start recording. But so let me just show y'all what I had to do. Once I showed you me sizing resizing I should say, the Teflon seals. And once I did that, I also replaced the gasket that went around the pump. Come here. Yeah, this one right here. Went ahead and replaced that one since I have it. And then I kind of put some transmission fluid on all the seals and everything, and all the metal, and the O-ring right here, up here, trying to make sure everything went together nice and smoothly. I put it all, I lined it up with the see. So here is what you need to know. Okay, so this solenoid right here is going to be going. You need to have that lined up with this little spot. This hole right here needs to be lined up right here, and then this right here. Okay, so whenever you're putting this thing back on, just make sure that stuff is right there, and then just slide it on. Now there's a plastic bearing basically type thing, or bearing protector, or whatever the heck it is, that attaches to this pump. It has two little pins that go into here, and what you'll have issues is whenever you go to put this on, as soon as, because you'll have it either up vertical or you'll have it like this, it doesn't matter. As soon as you either turn it sideways or up, it just falls. And so what you're going to need is, I didn't have any transmission fluid or transmission assembly lube, which would have been great because it's super sticky. It's meant to hold check balls in place and everything like that. It would have held that in place. Unfortunately, I did not have any of that, but I had some Molykote grease that I just put a little bit on there, because all it has to do is hold that thing in place, and it's sticky and it should disintegrate. And I mean, if not, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. It doesn't need to go anywhere anyways. That thing is pressed. I just needed it to stay in place as I put it on, which worked great. It stayed in place as I put it in. So now I have the bolts here, which are these bolts right here. And so I'm gonna put these bolts back in here. So right now we have an 8 p.m. curfew, and so I have to complete this before 8 p.m. Because I have to get back to the hotel. I'm not 100% sure what happens if you get caught outside during the curfew, but I'd rather not find out, you know. Got the impact here. I'll go there. Everything's gonna be good, guys, I hope. We'll know as soon as I power this thing up and get some actual load to it. Now, before I actually put load to it, more than likely what I'll do is I'll fill it up with transmission fluid, and then I will get the rear tires off the ground. I'll run it through all the gears, but we're not gonna worry about that. I'll discuss all of that when we get to that point. We still got a little ways to go for that. So, all right, guys. Well, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you learned a little something. I know I learned a little something. I learned that I don't need to touch these things ever again. That's what I learned. But yeah, thanks. Like, subscribe, guys, and as always, see you next time.